And welcome back, everybody, to Furnal Equinox Pixel Purrfect. As you just saw, that was the Bronies Unite panel that just happened, hosted by Dan Raccoon and featuring Hannah North. So we hope that all of you Bronies out there had a great time listening to your fellow community members. And hey, Bronies, just like furries, we all love our animal creations. We all have a lot of passion for what we do in our community. And I've been to a couple of, brony conventions and, things, and just have like a lot of brony friends myself. And, I definitely respect, just again, how much effort they put into, creating this fandom around it. But yeah, in terms of the events so far and what we've got coming up for the rest of the night, it's going to be pretty action packed because we have our dance competition coming right up. For those of you that are familiar with dance competitions of any kind, whether at Furnal Equinox or any other convention, dance competitions are the hands down biggest event of any convention. It is all full of lights, camera, action, music, fursuits, talented things, and lots of, just really wow, jaw-dropping moments. So you don't want to miss the dance competition. I don't know what you guys are doing. Maybe you're grabbing dinner, maybe you're hanging out with your friends. Whatever you're doing, make sure you tune into the dance competition. It'll happen from 7 p.m. Eastern time all the way to around maybe like 8:30 to 9. I think, they're going to try to make it a little bit faster because here at Furnal Equinox, we don't like to run over schedule. So we're going to make sure that the dance competition is, quality over quantity in terms of the actual showtime. But after the dance competition, we still got plenty more action for the night, including a live concert by one of Toronto's finest local rock bands, Zephyr, featuring Clumsy Lion, Cobalt Dragon, and a bunch of others as well. I believe that is happening, again, live at 9 p.m. And then, of course, we have our dances happening at 10 p.m., starting off with Dodge Horse, one of the other MCs. You saw him earlier in the day, and an amazing DJ. And then after Dodge Horse, you've got, your resident noodle who's speaking to you right here. I'll be DJing after, followed by Audie. And then after Audie, we've got Beta Monkey. And ending off the night, rather, we've got Raver Fox. So lots and lots of things happening around Furnal Equinox, and we want to hear from you about how your experience has been so far. So don't forget to tag us on social media or wherever you're sharing your experiences with hashtag FEPixelPurrfect or hashtag Furnal Equinox. And we'll be here all night long, so we want to make sure we see all of those posts. Keep them coming. Like, retweet, reshare, whatever you want to do, but we want you to show us how much of an awesome time you're having. So stick around, and we'll be in the dance competition real soon, and I will see you all there.
When registration opened, we set a donation target of $6,000 for this weekend, which you beat before the convention even started. Cue a panicked, bewildered staff trying to figure out what to do next. We quickly added a stretch goal of $8,000, which you also beat before the convention started. A couple of days in advance of the con at the time of recording, that's where we're at, and I wouldn't be surprised if you've beaten even more by the time this goes live. Furnal Equinox 2019 raised $11,000. I think that we can not only beat, but absolutely kick the crap out of that number. I think that we can raise so much that the convention management don't know how to deal with it. I want to raise so much that if we can't break the software that tracks how much has been raised, we can at least break the people who use it. I want to see Scanny cry. Please help me do this and hit the donate button below.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome on in to the Furnal Equinox virtual or online fursuit dance competition, coming to you live right here on Furnal Equinox 2021 Pixel Purrfect through VR chat, through the live stream, through wherever you are watching this right now. And I hope that all of you have been having a wonderful time so far at Pixel Purrfect, interacting with all the different areas and all the different furs that are here this weekend. My name is Ronnie, and I am your organizer and MC for this event. And normally I'd be doing this on a stage in a fancy hotel somewhere in downtown Toronto, but while we wait to get together again and until things are safe for us to gather again, well, we're just gonna have to enjoy the show from the comfort of our homes. And well, we have a lineup of dancers that I think is still going to impress you tonight, just as it always does when we're in person. So I want to take the time now to introduce a couple other people that will be running this event with me. And in particular, I want to call out our judges, who are pretty much the people that will be the expert panel of critics on this night's competition. And well, we want to make sure that you are familiar with who these judges are. Some of them are familiar faces in the fandom, some of them are familiar faces in Furnal Equinox, and I think that you'll find all of these judges are more than qualified to be here tonight. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our very first judge. Our first judge is coming all the way from the West Coast. West Coast stand up if y'all are West Coast furry, which means you guys are watching this 3 hours behind us, but it's okay because we still love the West Coast. But he is a very, very well-rounded dancer, a solid hip-hop choreographer, and very dedicated to his craft, and has been, really representing well over the past few years in the scene. But I'm not going to talk all about him. I'm going to let him talk about himself. So, everybody, let's welcome Kip to the judging panel. Kip, you're kind of speechless right now, right? I don't know. Do you have anything to say for yourself? No? Well, I don't know. I think this one's feeling a little flat, so why don't we actually bring on the real Kip, who is actually here, and will be judging for us this Furnal Equinox online dance competition. So, Kip, let's hear from you.
Hey, Kip here. I started taking hip-hop classes at Culture Shock, but it wasn't until 2018 where I entered my first fursuit dance competition. You may also know me as the one who jumps out of planes. Anyway, for this dance competition, I'm looking for dancers who really embody the song and their style and best express it through their dance. Good luck, everybody.
Thank you so much, Kip, for that awesome introduction. Now for our second judge on tonight's dance competition. Most of you would be familiar with this second judge because you've seen them plenty of times in previous years at Furnal Equinox's in-person dance competitions, and they've been both a competitor as well as a judge during our competition. And I found that over, many years that they've been a wonderful source of information for things such as, dancing basics and fundamentals and different dance styles that are normally seen on the dance competition stage. So without further ado, please help me welcome on in our second judge. It's none other than Canada's very own Ace Shep. Ace Shep, tell us a little about yourself.
Hi guys, my name's Ace Shep. I'm your DJ lead here at Furnal Equinox, and I'm super excited to be judging the dance comp for Pixel Purrfect.
Thank you so much for that, Ace Shep. Now, for our third judge, I think a lot of you might be familiar with this judge, seeing as he's been making waves around the furry dance scene for quite some time now, actually. I think all the way since 2012. So he's been around for quite a while, as you can tell, and on top of that, he's been making waves in terms of competitions that they've recently been in, including being the winner of Midwest Fur Fest 2020's dance competition, which also took place online as well. So, for all of those that aren't familiar, please help me welcome to the judging panel, Zeke Hyena. Please, Zeke, show us your lovely face and tell us a little about yourself.
Testing. Am I live? Do I sound good? Everybody hears me, right? Yeah? Oh, alright. Well, hey everyone, it's Zeke Hyena here. Some of you may know me from being in the dancing scene of the fandom for quite some time now, and I was asked to help judge the Furnal Equinox online dance competition for, this year's virtual event. So I'm happy to be here, and I'm excited to see all of the awesome performances that are lined up for us in today's program. So I'm going to be looking in particular for dancers that show their personality, and what I mean by that is, you know, really putting their essence and their personality and their character into the song and the dance that they're doing. You know, they're not just moving around aimlessly. They're actually trying to tell me who they are, what they're all about, and you know what their entire story is. So I'm gonna really be looking for that, and I hope I see a lot of that in today's dances. But regardless, I hope everybody has an awesome time and is looking forward to all the awesome dancers that we got lined up. So I'll see you around.
Thank you so much to all of our judges for giving a little bit of background on themselves, as well as what they're looking for, and with their help and expertise, we'll be able to determine who the top 3 competitors are for tonight's competition. Now, just as a quick overview in terms of this competition versus a regular dance competition at a convention, now competitors obviously had to compete online and send in video submissions of their performances, which kind of give them a little bit more creative license in terms of where they recorded, as well as the structure of their recording space and incorporating their environment into their dances. So believe me when I say that we're going to see a couple of new things tonight, and I think that we're going to be thoroughly impressed by just how our competitors have utilized their homes, their spaces, in order to bring their dancing talents to our stage. So without further ado, let's introduce the first act to the stage, coming from a veteran status in terms of how long they've been dancing. They are about to grace us with some amazing technique and character, and I personally cannot wait to start off our show with this performer. So without further ado, please everybody help me welcome on in to the live stream. It's none other than Mangusu.
It might not be the right time, I might not be the right one, but there's something about us I want to say, 'cause there's something between us anyway. I might not be the right one, it might not be the right time, but there's something about us I've got to do. Some kind of secret I will share with you. I need you more than anything in my life. I want you more than anything in my life. I'll miss you more than anyone in my life. I love you more than anyone in my life.
Thank you so much for that wonderful opening performance, Mangusu. Wow, first off, I personally gotta say that is one of my favorite songs from one of all of our favorite bands, Daft Punk. And, well, despite the fact that Daft Punk unfortunately kind of split up after, you know, a long, illustrious career, we still got plenty of their classics to remind us of, well, the good old days, just like that. So thank you so much, Mangusu, for that amazing opening and being our first performer up here, even though that wasn't necessarily what you intended to do. So I'd like to now pass it off to one of our judges to speak on Mangusu's performance, and I think someone that, you know, really vibes with Mangusu's style of dancing, and especially with that kind of a vibe and that kind of a feeling, would be none other than Kip. So, let's hear from Kip and see what Kip has to think about Mangusu's performance.
Mangusu, great job with that dance. Now that was definitely stylistically different from what you typically do because you're the sassy one, you're the one with the attitude, but this was super chill and in the pocket, and I really appreciated that vibe. Definitely love the style choice with your waving and your gliding. I did see a little bit of whacking there, I love that. If I had to criticize one thing, one tiny thing, is I would really encourage you to explore the different beats of that song. You're mainly on the melody, which is great, but if you could explore those other beats, like maybe the bass or a little bit of the drums, I think that would take it to the next level. Again, great job.
Thank you so much for those wonderful comments, Kip, and we can't wait to see Mangusu perform once again at any dance event, as they are always a pleasure to watch on the stage, whether in person or online. Now, this next dancer that we've got coming up is also no stranger to dancing on a big stage or dancing online. They've got a fresh new look on them for this time around, but I guarantee they've still got those same top tier moves that they always bring no matter where they're performing. So please, everybody, please give an awesome, warm welcome to none other than Kona.
I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm a one to one. I could never be you. Low me tools, no I can't be fooled. Low me tools, no I hate these dudes. I'm a one to one. I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single like oh he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts like that's a rat. Bought some new boots just to wear them out. Bought a new beamer, I run it to the ground. I used to say nothing, I bet they hear me now. Handle my business, no need to hear me out. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less.
Why is everybody afraid of love?
Love! Oh my goodness, Kona coming in with that high energy performance with lots of flavor, lots of sass. I mean, I could take some of that flavor and put it on my dinner noodles that I had earlier, and that would have spiced it up so much. I would have loved it. But we're not going to think about the kind of seasonings that I put on my noodles, but what we will think about is our judges' comments about what they thought of Kona's performance. So let's call on Zeke Hyena to be our judge to comment on Kona. So Zeke, what did you think of that performance?
Oh my goodness, Kona! Wow! All that high energiness and combined with all of those crispy, sharp moves and, all the arm action and all like the leg action and all the body action. There was so much action and they say it's so action packed. I don't even know what to start saying about that. I loved that performance so much. And, I can't help but notice that, it kind of looks like you're borrowing, one of the other dancers that are on the internet quite often, Ray's. I notice you're borrowing their space too, so that's kind of cool, dancers helping other dancers. That being said, though, one thing that I think that I personally would love to see, especially since, like I said earlier, I'm looking all about that character and that personality and how you really bring it out through the song, is I loved the way that you were, paying attention to the details of the first song and how, you were hitting a lot of the different stops and, a lot of the different lines and lyrics of that first song. But what I would say would help those parts stick a little more and make them more memorable is give a little bit of space in between all of those moments, because when you're doing things fast and you're doing things constantly and you're just on this non-stop roller coaster ride, you might accidentally lose a bit of emphasis on some certain moves if you keep on moving a lot. So, it kind of sounds counterproductive to dancing, but you got to remember to give, moments in between each move as well, right? It's not just moves. You got to think about how you can make certain moves pop out by kind of having them in isolation. And then after you've given that time to sink in, then you can go on to the next awesome set of moves. But overall, I thought that was really, really well done. And I loved how you were consistent. I loved how you looked very composed and knew exactly what you were doing. And you knew the moves very, very well by heart. So I'd say 2 thumbs up to you, Kona, and thank you so much for entering.
Thank you so much, Zeke, for providing your perspective on that wonderful performance by Kona. Everybody, again, please show some love wherever you are for Kona and their performance. All right, next up, we have a new face, I believe, to this competition, at least, new to me and probably new to the Furnal Equinox virtual stage. But nonetheless, we always love seeing new talent and new faces here at Furnal Equinox. So please, everybody, give a warm, warm welcome to none other than Luna.
Haunting me and my heart feels like a ghost. I need to feel something cause I'm still so far from home. Cross your heart and hope to die. Promise me you'll never leave my side. Show me what I can't see when the spark in my eyes is gone. You got me on my knees, I'm your one man come. Cross my heart and hope to die. Promise you I'll never leave your side. Cause I'm telling you, you're all I need. I promise you, you're all I see. Cause I'm telling you, you're all I need. I'll never leave. So you can drag me through hell. If you meant I could hold your hand, I will follow you. Cause in the day I was fell, and you can throw me to the flames, I will follow you. I will follow you.
Thank you so much for that lovely video entry, Luna. And again, I believe it's your first dance competition entry pretty much anywhere, but correct me if I'm wrong. However, that is certainly the first time we've seen Luna on Furnal Equinox's stage, and I think Luna did a wonderful job. And I know that one of our judges in particular also had Furnal Equinox as her first dance competition that she had entered. So, Ace Shep, let's hear from you on what you thought of Luna's performance.
Luna, I love how you were able to like really change up the levels of your performance all the way from the ground to like the pirouette spins you were doing. And like it was really impressive. For your next performance, like I would love to see you maybe like hit or like clean up some of the finishing moves a little more. And maybe play with some different elements of the music. But overall, fantastic job. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ace Shep, for providing those wonderful comments. And again, everybody, please, please show some love for Luna and her wonderful performance. All right, let's get our next dancer up onto our virtual stage. And I believe this is also the first time that I've seen this dancer on Furnal Equinox's stage, whether virtual or in person. But like I already said, we always love fostering new talent at Furnal Equinox and just showing off what we kind of have here at this convention to offer back to the rest of the furry fandom. So, with that being said, please help me welcome onto our virtual stage our next dancer. It's Kessie!
I don't wanna die. Sold my soul to the devil for designing it. Go to hell, but I told him I don't want it. If you know me well, then you know that I ain't going, 'cause I don't wanna die. The city of angels, where I have my fun. Don't wanna die. When I'm gone, remember all I've done. We've had our fun, but now I'm done. 'Cause you crazy, I can't take it. Just wanted to see you naked. Hurts all like money, can't waste it. What's the price of fame? 'Cause I can taste it. So I'm chasing, and I'm facing a little Hennessy. It might be good for me. I sold my soul to the devil for designer. They said go to hell, but I told them I don't want it. If you know me well, then you know that I ain't going, 'cause I don't wanna die. The city of angels, where I have my fun. Don't wanna die. When I'm gone, remember all I've done.
Wow, Kessie, what an energy and entertaining performance that you've packed into such a small space. I mean, if I'm correct, that was filmed pretty much in what looked like a bathroom, and I give you big props for being able to, produce that kind of performance while confined to such a space. And hey, you know what? We're all staying at home. We're all, making the best with what we got, and you certainly did just that, Kessie. So, Kip, I'd like to call on you again to get your thoughts on what you thought of Kessie's performance. So, Kip, what did you think?
That's for Gil. Kessie, what a really enjoyable routine you had there. Your energy was super high right from the beginning, and your fancy footwork was A-okay. Now, as dancers, we have the ability to perform anywhere, so I really appreciate the fact that you owned that limited space that you did have, so great jobs on that, and kudos. Now, 2 things to think about when conceiving your next routine. The first one is don't be afraid to try different angles and different profiles, so such as the side or the back. And that'll definitely give you some variety in your routine. The second thing you should think about is listening to the music and making sure that your dance and your movements and your energy levels are really connected to the sound. Again, great job. Can't wait to see more.
Thank you so much once again, Kip, for your insights into Kessie's performance. Everybody, again, please give it up for Kessie and being able to, again, make use of such a small space and pack it full of energy and flavor. Now, our next performer is technically a returning veteran. After all, they have been coming onto Furnal Equinox's dance stage for almost every single year that we've had a dance competition at Furnal Equinox. But just like before with Kona, they're bringing a brand new look onto our virtual stage, yet I think they're going to bring some familiar vibes with them. So, without further ado, please, everybody, give it up for Mix the Idol Yeen.
You're a troublemaker. You ain't nothing but a troublemaker, girl.
You had me hooked again from the minute you sat down. The way you bite your lip got my head spinning around. After a drink or two, I was putty in your hands. I don't know if I'll have the strength to stand. Oh, troublemaker, yeah, that's your middle name. Oh, I know you're no good, but you're stuck in my brain. And I wanna know, why does it feel so good but hurt so bad?
close my eyes. There must be poison in those fingertips of yours, 'cause I keep coming back again for more. Oh, trouble, troublemaker, yeah, that's your middle name. Oh, I know you're no good, but you're stuck in my brain. And I wanna know, why does it feel so good but hurt so bad? Whoa, my mind keeps saying run as fast as you can. I say I'm done, but then you pull me back. Whoa, I swear you're giving me a heart attack. Troublemaker, why does it feel so good but hurt so bad? Hurt so bad. My mind keeps saying run as fast as you can. You troublemaker, I say I'm done, but then you pull me back. Whoa, I swear you're giving me a heart attack. Troublemaker, maybe I'm insane.
Amazing work there, Mix. Thank you so much for bringing your performance to our virtual stage year after year, and now on a virtual platform. So hopefully we'll get to see you joining us on our in-person stage in hopefully 2022, once all of this is history behind us and we can all laugh about how we had to, just record things in different spaces, whether it be, smaller spaces like what we saw with Kessie, or, large spaces like you had, Mix. So, because of course we have a resident hyena on our judging panel, let's see what the hyena thinks about Mix's performance. Zeke, you still there? What did you think of Mix's performance?
Oh my gosh, Mix, the idol Yeen. First off, Yeen power, yeah, go Yeens, go Yeens. Where are my Yeens at in the chat? I want to hear all the Yeens right now. I know I can't actually hear any of you, but I want to hear all the Yeens right now. Give me some yip yips if you're a Yeen, or something like that, or give me like a, I don't know, give me just beans. Just put some beans up in the chat right now. Yeah, there you go, All right, so Mix, the idol Yeen. I freaking love that. I mean, you're a Yeen, first of all, so bonus points there. Definitely not biased. This is purely judging by the dancing. But speaking of the dancing, so I really liked how playful you made that, Mix, and how controlled it was compared to, things that I've seen from you in the past. And I've been watching you grow for the past few years and, constantly entering these dance competitions. And it's really nice to see a different change of pace where you're kind of really reeling it back in from, some of the other performances that you've done in the past. But, one thing that I think you can really start to do now, especially with all that time and experience under your belt, is you can start to be more adventurous when it comes to, basically doing things bigger. When you put yourself in a box and you're trying to play it safe and, trying to follow the music for quite literally just what the music's telling you to do, then it kind of puts a limit to your creativity. And I don't want to see you limited by that, because I know that you can do so much more and do a lot sort of more bigger, more complex sequences of moves. And, especially when the lyrics themselves, if you're listening to the song and you hear the lyrics are giving you their own rhythm, it's not just the drums in the background, but the lyrics are creating their own rhythm. You can use that to, create a new set of moves or create a new story that, both plays the song out as well as brings your own character and personality to life. So I want to see you working on that for next time around. But regardless, Yeen power, go Yeen beans, Yeen power and Yeen beans, woohoo!
All right, well, it seems like we've got a lot of Yeen spirit happening right now. Am I right, everybody? Yeah? No? Don't try dad jokes ever again on stream, Ronnie? Whatever, it was good. You laughed or groaned or one or the other, but it's okay. So, let's get on with our next dancer. And our next dancer is also a familiar face for the online dance competition circuit that's been happening over the past year, because, well, that's how long we've been having online dance competitions. But we've seen them around on the internet before if you've watched other events and their dance competitions, and they are now bringing their talent to our event here at Virtual Furnal Equinox. So, please help me welcome to our stage none other than Scarlett Jane Fox.
It's over, I'm circling these vouchers, got me praying now.
Scarlett Jane Fox, thank you so much for that performance. I gotta tell you right now, I was vibing to that song. I love how cute it is, where it's like, come over here and sit next to me, and we can be here for each other, and everything is amazing. But in reality, well, we still got a long way to go until we can actually be with each other. So let's hope that's not too much longer, and that we can be having this dance competition in person. Until that time comes, though, Ace Ship, let's hear from you and what you thought of Scarlett Jane Fox's performance.
Every move was clearly choreographed for this performance. Thank you so much for that. Like even your transitions from like on the ground to back to standing were in tune to the beat. So thank you so much for that. One thing I would love to see in future performances would be to incorporate more footwork. During this performance, you tended to be a little bit planted when doing more technical upper body stuff. So I would love to see you like combine that to make more compound movements for future performances. But overall, it was lovely. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Ace Shep, for those comments. Now, we've got another dancer coming up who is new to the Furnal Equinox stage, whether in person or virtual, but I am all for new talent coming from abroad, especially if, originally we wouldn't have dancers that would be able to participate because of, let's say, distance issues or not being able to attend the convention. But now with this format, it's opened up this opportunity to more dancers than we would normally have. But that being said, enough about me talking about dancers. Let's actually watch them. So please help me introduce to the stage GG Blackback.
Look at her. She's a bad man, just as fine as she can be. Hey, she's a bad man pajama, just as fine as she can be. Her body measurements are perfect in every dimension. She's got a figure that's shown of great attention. She's poetry in motion, a beautiful sight to see. I get so excited viewing her anatomy. She's real, she's got all the curves a man like. She's real, she's got all the curves a man like. Look at her, she's a bad man pajama, just as fine as she can be. Hey, she's a bad man pajama, just as fine as she can be. Looks like she's born into the gold she bad. The essence of beauty, ooh, such lovely hair. She's boxy classy. Oh.
Wow, thank you so much, GG Blackback, for bringing the funk to our competition. You know what? For me, I am always about the funk. So I appreciate when, people want to literally pop and lock down to the grooves and just I should probably stop. Yeah, I'm probably being told to stop right now by all the producers, but it's okay. You know who we don't want to stop? We don't want to stop the judges from being able to give their commentary on GG Blackback's performance. So, Kip, let's hear from you. What did you think of our Gorilla Friends performance just now?
GG Blackback, yeah, you are definitely one funky monkey. Wait, one funky gorilla. Yeah, you started off super strong with your boogaloo movement, and you were very animated and really into character. Now, I will say that your energy did drop towards the middle, but you picked it back up at the end, especially with that banana prop. I love bananas. I think what would definitely help is expanding your popping vocabulary, maybe looking at levels. And that will definitely make your dance a lot more dynamic and more interesting throughout the entire piece. Again, great job. Keep it funky.
All right, thank you so much again, Kip, for your commentary. Now, we've got another dancer coming up who is a veteran. And when I say veteran, I mean that this person has been going around nonstop to dance competitions all around the furry fandom and all around the internet in terms of online competitions. And they have been tearing up the dance floor and their own floor at home, no matter where they go. They've already racked up a couple of wins in online dance competitions, and I have a feeling that they're going to be coming out strong yet again for Furnal Equinox's dance competition. So, without further ado, everyone, please help me welcome to Furnal Equinox's stage, Yuki.
Listen, man. What's up? I heard you done got you a dime piece, man. One of them Beyonce making good types, man. Nah. Is that true, man? I just want to know. Probably not. I mean, shit. To be honest with you, man, she's a
bad thing. Fine as hell. Think it's oh my god. That's my baby. Caroline, you divine. Mighty fine. Shorty really know the pipe. That's true. Like a pro.
You thought.
Honey, I'm really lit. It's looking like it's about time. Get up, Caroline, listen up. Don't wanna hear about your horoscope or what the future holds. Shut up and let's get gory, like a Tarantino movie. Don't wanna talk it out, can we fuck it out? Cause we gon' be up all night, decaf. You see I'm a tall thug, guess I'm a G-Rap. If you want safe sex, baby, use the knee pad. Sticky with the sticky icky, baby, give me kitty. Killer, West Side nigga. Boy, you like 98 degrees and I'm 300. Keep your feet running. I keep when I eat these beats. Better boy, get scarf. Don't run up in my lane. I don't want you in my lane. You a lame, get swerved. Cause great scenes might be great, but I love your bloopers and perfects for the urgent. Baby, I want forever. Caroline, don't you see that? I want you to be my bad thing.
Oh my goodness, Yuki, watching that performance was basically like watching a masterclass in painting, except your hands and fingers and your wrists and your hips and legs and feet and all that are the paintbrushes instead of, actual paint. We don't want to ever get paint near fursuits. Let's just let's just have that far away from each other. We're going to socially distance any painting with any fursuiting. But enough with my terrible art analogies. Let's hear from one of our resident hyenas about what they thought about Yuki's performance, especially since, well, both of them are champions in their own regards. We should hear the perspective of one champion to another.
Oh my gosh, Yuki. Whew. Wee. I'm feeling just something kind of different right now after watching that level of spice, that level of smoothness, that level of detail. And that's the thing right there is I don't know if all of you out there caught all the little details that Yuki was putting in that performance. I mean, Yuki, I hope you're gonna put this on Twitter or YouTube or somewhere that people can rewatch this, because I guarantee you can rewatch that dance like 3, 4, 5 times over, and every single time you're gonna find something new that you didn't see the first time. And that's the level of, just creativity that dancers can really shoot for. And I think, honestly, if I say so myself, Yuki is one of the best examples of someone that really takes every single part of a song and brings it up to 11 in terms of just the amount of creativity and how much Yuki is able to incorporate. So I gotta say, huge props to you, Yuki, and you are absolutely one of the best examples of, the talented dancers that we have in our community thus far. And I know that a lot of people think that too. I really don't have anything else that I want to say, because, I mean, frankly, I'm just busy trying to find, my jaw after it dropped so far. I thought it went on the floor, but, there it is. I still have my jaw with me, which is a good thing, right? But, wow, Yuki, just, wow. Keep it going, Yuki, and I absolutely love seeing your performances time after time, and when we all get back together at in-person conventions, I mean, I just can't wait for my jaw to actually be on the floor. But until then, Awesome job, Yuki, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for those comments, Zeke. Couldn't have said it any better myself. Yuki is for sure one of the best examples for any dancer, whether you've been dancing for a while or just started out, is one of the best examples to look at when it comes to what the output of many years of hard work, of patience, of practice can do in terms of your fursuit dancing and just dancing in general. So for all of you out there that are wondering, how can I get to these dance competitions? How can I become as skillful as some of these dancers? All you have to do is put in the time and effort and you'll get there for sure, without a doubt. All right, well, speaking of dancers that are putting in the time and effort and entering these dance competitions, let's move on to our next dancer, who I believe is also her first online dance competition, and certainly first time that I've seen her on stage at Furnal Equinox. Let's welcome to our virtual stage, Isla.
I walked into the party. I seen something I never saw. Everybody was moving, grooving. Girls, they were dancing on the bar. Now this wasn't no ordinary dance. Hey man, why is everybody swimming in a trance? I couldn't figure it out like you grandpa Riddle. I asked them what they doing and they said, Tuesday wake up. Now move your hips and dance like fish. Now I done just lost my mind. All those people wiggling they stuff. Hey man, you gonna do the dance? Man, turn down for what? Give me a shot. Another shot. Y'all ain't ready for me to show you what I got. Then my body froze up. It was into my head. What if I can't do it? Then everybody said, can't you see? Can't you see? Can't you see? Can't you see? Two girls are shaking it. I jumped in the middle. I asked them what we doing and they said, Juicy Wiggle.
Wow, thank you so much for that energetic and, frankly, juicy performance. Yeah, I mean, they had juicy all over in the song, so, I guess they were trying to tell us that, Anyhow, we're not going to continue that thought because that's probably not going to lead to anywhere that is allowed for this space. But regardless, that was an awesome performance, and I love the energy that was, kept up. It really does feel like it was leading to our dances, the ones that we have every night at conventions, which is happening later tonight, by the way. But before we get to those dances, let's get to our judge comments on Isla's performance. So, Ace Ship, let's hear from you on what you thought on Isla.
You were fun and sassy throughout the entire performance, and you really used both your upper and lower body to compound your movements, which I really enjoyed. I'd love to see you for your next performance play with different elements of the track. I know that normally with EDM music we tend to dance around the kick drum, but don't be afraid to play with other elements of the music. You'll be really surprised with the moves you find. But I absolutely enjoyed it. It was a wonder to watch. Thank you so much.
Well said, Ace Shep. Thank you so much for your commentary on Isla's performance. Now, let's move on to the next dancer, who I believe is also a first-timer to Furnal Equinox's dance competition stage. But like we've already said many times already, there's more than enough room for new talent to shine on our stage and even inspire others to do the same in future competitions. So, please give a warm welcome to none other than Kira Kira. Wow. I mean, I know we had energetic performances in, previous entries that we've already watched, but that entire song right there was the definition of energy, and I think that feline behavior matches that pretty well. So let's see what our judges thought of that feline cattiness in terms of that performance, and hear from our very, very esteemed cat himself on the judging panel. Kip, what did we think about Kira's performance?
Kira, that was so sugary and so cute. You definitely captured the positivity of that song. Now, you had one of the smallest spaces to work with. However, I believe you were the only one in this entire competition that actually used the environment and the wall as part of your routine. So that was a very smart move on your part. I also really loved the use of the prop. You were very bouncy, which complemented the dynamics of the song. Now, speaking of dynamics, towards the end of the song, it was really building up and really busy and hitting that climax, and you chose to go a little bit slower with your movement. I encourage you to kind of follow and listen to the music so that your energy kind of matches the music as well. Again, great job. Meow.
Thank you so much for that insight, Kip. And again, one cat can definitely understand another cat's energy, no problem. I mean, I definitely don't know that as a dog person, but I'm just gonna assume. So let's move on to our next dancer. This next dancer is giving us a little bit of a throwback from what I heard, and I think that we're going to be taken back in time to around the 90s era, I believe, which pretty much fits with the convention theme that we had in 2020. So, without further ado, please welcome to our virtual stage none other than Yuri Stark.
Everybody, yeah. Rock your body, yeah. Everybody, yeah. Rock your body right. Back streets back, alright. Hey, now, oh my God, we're back again. Got a question for you, better answer now. Yeah. Am I original? Yeah. Am I the only one? Yeah. Am I sexual? Yeah. Am I everything you need? You better rock your body now. Everybody. Yeah. Rock your body. Yeah. Everybody. Rock your body right. Backstreet's back, alright.
What an awesome performance, Yuri. Bringing it back to the Backstreet Boys. You can't go more back than the Backstreet Boys. Come on, it's just not a thing. But we will bring it to our judging panel, who has lots to say about bringing us all back in time to basically our childhoods, which, Backstreet Boys, I mean, that was basically all you needed in your childhood. But I'm not going to do that talking. I'm going to let Zeke Hyena tell us what he thought of Yuri Stark's performance. Zeke, what did you think?
All right, Yuri. I want to say, first off, Yuri, that I really love the fact that you're taking this retro rewind theme. Well, it's not really retro rewind, but Pixel Purrfect, retro rewind. Honestly, we just kind of threw all the convention themes together since we didn't actually get to do retro rewind. But regardless, I love how you took that throwback and basically paid tribute to the theme that we never got to have at Furnal Equinox, because, I mean, that is retro pretty much in this day and age. It might not be retro to some people, but we'll call it retro, because Backstreet Boys, always a classic, always a throwback. So, in terms of your dance to the Backstreet Boys, though, one thing that I noticed right off the bat, which was really, really interesting because it then changed during the course of the dance, was the energy and the confidence that you had in your moves. So in the beginning, it kind of looked like, I guess it kind of looked like you weren't really sure of what the moves were or really sure what you wanted to do. But then when the chorus kicked in, when the second hook kicked in, that was when suddenly the pace picked up and it was like, wow, it's like somebody hit you with an energy drink or something. So I think in terms of the consistency of just how you present your moves, you want to make sure you have the same level of confidence, no matter whether you're doing, something fast, if you're doing a lot of moves in a short period of time, or you're doing some slow, very intricate moves. You want to make sure that you have the same confidence in executing the move and also just, transitioning from move to move. You want to make everything really, really work together versus just having one move here and it's kind of, I wasn't really putting a lot of heart into it. And then you go into the next move and it's like, whoa, that's totally different. So, yeah, that being said, though, I love the fact, again, you had the throwback with the Backstreet Boys, and I don't know if this is your first time entering an online dance competition or dance competition in general, but I definitely would love to see you take that feedback and apply it to any future events that you enter, and I can't wait to see you again. So thank you, Yeri.
All right, thank you so much for those comments, Zeke. Now, next up, we've got another dancer that, again, has been making their rounds in terms of online dance competition and entering those throughout the past year's time. But we have yet to see them at Furnal Equinox in person, hopefully someday in the future. But for now, we're more than happy to have them grace our virtual stage with their presence. So please, everybody, give a warm welcome to Splits. Fantastic stuff, Splits. Thank you so much for your submission into our online dance competition. We're going to hear from Ace Shep in terms of how Ace thought of Splits' performance. Ace, what do you got?
Splits, I love the energy you put into this performance. Like, we could tell you were having a fun time performing, and that really shines through the camera for us as viewers. In normal dance comp land, showcasing different angles to the audience in an arena setting is usually encouraged, but like, we're viewing you on a camera, so occasionally you would turn around as you were trying to do a technical move and we just couldn't see it. But overall, I love the energy you put into this performance, and I love the stuff you showcased. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, Ace Shep, as always, for the insights, and to Splits for your performance on our dance competition stage. All right, let's get ready for the next dancer, who I believe is also going to be bringing some high energy performances to our virtual stage, and I think I know we're gonna get a lot of attitude and a lot of swagger with this one. So, without further ado, please help me welcome to the stage Ray Blythe.
Astro, no. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. She say that I'm cool. I'm like, yeah, that's true. I believe in G-O-D, don't believe in T-H-O-T. She keep playing me dumb. I'm a player for fun. Y'all don't really know my mental. Let me give you the picture like stencil. Falling out in a drought. No flow, rain wasn't pouring down. See, that pain was all around. See, my mode was kinda lounge. Didn't know which way to turn. Flow was cool, but I still felt burned. Energy up, you can feel my surge. I'ma kill everything like this purge. Let's just get this straight for a second. I'ma work, even if I don't get paid for progression. I'ma get it. Everything that I do is electric. I'ma keep it in motion, keep it moving like kinetic. Yeah. Put this shit in a frame, better know I don't blame everything that I say. Man, I seen you deflate. Let me elevate. This ain't a prank. Have you walking on a plane? La 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 la. Both hands together, God, let me pray. I been going right around, call that relay. Pass the baton, back in the mall, swimming in the pool, can't drink them all. When a piece of this, a piece of mine, my piece of sign. Can you please read between the lines? My rhymes inclined to break your spine. They say that I'm so fine, you could never match my grind. Please do not waste my time. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep?
Oh my goodness, I think we just saw some serious attitude and swagger on 100 right now on our virtual stage. Thank you so much, Ray Blige, for bringing that attitude. And I think our resident hip-hop choreographer, who is probably dying to get some comments in on Ray's performance, is on the mic, ready to speak. So, Kip, what did we think of Ray Blige's performance?
Whew. Ray Blige, now that was hot. You had me hooked right from the beginning, and then when that beat kicked in, you attacked it so hard and kept that energy all the way till the very end. It was fantastic to see, and it was fantastic to watch. Your character and your confidence and your swagger was so on point. I loved your footwork. I loved your flexibility and demonstrating that as well. I did see a little locking element, which was fantastic to see. I'd love to see more of that and seeing how you could take your flexibility and bring that into other parts of your dance. Again, fantastic job through and through.
All right, thank you so much for that insight, Kip. And again, Ray Blige, thank you for bringing all that attitude, all that swagger to our dancing stage here at Virtual Furnal Equinox. Let's move on to our next dancer, who is another new addition to the Furnal Equinox dance competition scene, but fear not, because we are all friendly here and we all love new talent. So with that being said, everyone give a warm round of applause and welcome to the stage, Freak Dog.
Thank you.
right. Thank you so much for that contribution to the competition, Freak Dog. And I gotta say, on a personal note, I am a huge fan of that synthetic orchestral vibe. That is definitely something that I would listen to more of and want to see more of in dance competitions. So, while we talk about vibes and we've got our resident vibing hyena, Zeke Hyena, on deck, let's hear from Zeke and see what he has to say about Freak Dog's performance. Zeke?
Wow, Freak Dog, you were really getting freak with that kind of music, weren't you? And just like that dude announcer said, I'm definitely digging the vibes that you got going on with it. But that being said, I would really love to see a lot more actual incorporation of the music with your dance, because right now it kind of just looked like the song was there just for you to have some backing track and you were kind of just vibing and doing some foundational stuff that, you know, it doesn't really match the epic tone of the song, especially with all of those complicated synths in the back and all those arrangements. So for next time, I would definitely love to see you either take it up a notch in terms of the complexity of the moves, so that it matches the complexity of the track, or choose a bit of a different track that might match your moves better. But either way, I still love the effort, and thank you so much for coming out and, you know, showing out something different than most folk do. So yeah, that's what I gotta say.
All right. Thank you so much to both Zeke and Freak Dog. And Freak Dog, I definitely want to see you coming back next time and putting more practice and really pushing to get to that next level. And speaking of pushing to the next level, I am super, super excited to announce our next dancer coming up onto the Furnal Equinox virtual stage, because he's definitely been pushing and I've watched him grow over many years and entering many dance competitions, and I'm proud to welcome him once more to the stage. So please, everybody, give it up for Dodge Horse!
See it in a true light. Baby, you could be my downfall and my life. You say it's not right. Maybe I don't see it, maybe I'm blind. We made a deal with the devil, but we're doing it fine. I feel it all inside. A heavy weight of your love. I'd put it on the line. I would give it up. Baby, it's official. This is sacrificial. Baby, with the pain, with the sacrifice. Baby, it's official. This is sacrificial. Baby, with the pain, with the sacrifice.
Holy moly, Dodge Horse. That mood changed all of a sudden in the middle, and the fact that, like, the sharpness of the routine just instantly went up to, like, 11 from 10. I mean, I thought that we were just, like, doing energy levels from 1 to 10, and then Dodge goes and puts it at an 11. Only Dodge Horse. Only Dodge Horse with that kind of commitment to always just doing better every single time. That's what we love Dodge about. And speaking of, you know, just doing better every time, I know that Ace Shep, just like myself, has watched Dodge grow over the years and has probably plenty to say about what Dodge has just pulled off on our virtual stage. So, Ace, tell us, what do you think of Dodge Horse's latest performance?
Dodge, you really hit those beats sharply and made sure to finish the moves in the spirit of the song, which I really appreciate. I also really appreciate you having a lighting change, since during COVID times we're our own AV crew, and I really appreciate you going the extra mile. I would have loved to have seen, though, some, instead of like maybe during the drop favoring the kick, maybe playing with some of the weird distorted notes of the song, since you had a very out there song. I would have loved to see you have gone a little bit for the high end instead of just the kick. But overall, I had a lovely time enjoying the track. I had a lovely time enjoying your performance. And can't wait to see more, man.
Thank you so much for those words of wisdom, Ace Shep. And as always, crowd, give it up one more time for Toronto's very own Dodge Horsey. Always bringing a smile to my face whenever I see him. He is such a sweet soul, and I'm so blessed to have Dodge joining us yet again on Furnal Equinox's stage. Now, let's bring up another new face to Furnal Equinox's virtual stage. Please, everybody, give a warm welcome to Jezza G. Shep.
Who y'all came to see tonight? Who gon' get the ladies feeling something? Ooh, we gon' lock this groove in tight. Yeah, we'll lock it in there. Don't have us lock this groove down for nothing.
Hey, now you got it, baby. You trying to have some fun tonight? You just gotta follow these simple instructions. You ready? It's my birthday. No, it's not. But I still look good though. Hot comb, hot. Ow. I bet you want an autograph. You and your friends gotta do it in the penthouse. That's where I keep my pen. What you can't dance? Ain't got rhythm. What you got a man? I don't see you with him. Put your phone down. Let's get it. Forget your Instagram and your Twitter. Got me like, whoa. Wait a minute. You need to take a minute. Loosen them shoulders up. Pull it up. Let's work. Throw some perm on your attitude. Girl, you gotta relax. Ooh. Let me show you what you got to do. You gotta lay it back. Matter of fact, I'll sing it again. Throw some perm on your attitude. Woo. Girl, you gotta relax. Ooh, let me show you what you got to do. You gotta lay it back. Matter of fact, bang, show how to lay it back. Show how to lay it back. Show how to lay it back now. Ow. Show how to lay it back right now. All right.
Wow, thank you so much, Jezza, for that video. And I gotta say, I'm a fan of that song. I mean, I've only heard it a couple times, but every time I hear it, I'm just in my seat going like, oh yeah, dance, groove, funky. Yeah, we're not here to see Ronnie dance. We're here to see the fursuiters dance. Isn't that right? But what we are here to hear is our judges' comments on what they thought of Jezza's dance. So, Kip, I want to hear from you. What did you think of Jezza's performance?
Jezza G. Shep. Now I know for a fact that would have been a hit at a con because you got everybody clapping. I was clapping at home. It was a definite crowd pleaser and just brought a smile to my face. I love the style that you brought to it. You got that character down with that. Speaking of down, you did that back bend. I can't do it. I can't replicate it because I'm an old man. But great job overall. There's one thing I would like to say is make sure that you connect your dance moves together and think of it as a full sentence as opposed to phrases in between. And that connection will definitely bring your character more to life. Again, great job.
All right, give it up one more time for Jezza G. Shep. And I better hear all of you G. Sheps out there making more noise because I know you G. Sheps, y'all roll deep together. You're always supporting each other and barking and woofing and being all cute together and all that kind of stuff. I'm definitely not addicted to big dogs, okay? That's Ronnie's not addicted to big dogs. You heard it here live first. But what I am addicted to is more fursuit dancing action. And unfortunately, this is our last dancer for the evening, but definitely not the least dancer. Let me tell you real quick, this is definitely not the least dancer in any regard whatsoever. So, everybody, I want to hear it one more time. Give it up for our last fursuit dancer for this program. It's none other than Cassidy Civet.
We wake up together, we messed up. Memories from last night, can't find them, they're gone. Laughing at our problems like crazy, we can't stop. You don't wanna leave, wanna leave. Oh baby, we couldn't sleep, so we were up all night, making each other blush, and that's alright. I got a feeling, you got a feeling. Yeah, yeah, I love it in the morning I love it every weekend. Oh, na 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 na. I want it all. Every minute. I love it in the morning. Oh, na 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 na. I love it in the evening. Oh, na 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 na. I love it every weekend. Oh, na 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 na. I want it all. Every minute. I want it all. Every minute.
Wow, what a way to end off our online dance competition with a striking performance by Cassidy. Thank you so much for submitting that, and thank you so much for gracing our stage as well. Now, let's hear one last time from one of our judges in regards to that performance. So let's call upon Zeke Hyena, who's hopefully not taking a nap right now. I think he isn't. I mean, I just checked, you know? So let's hear from Zeke one more time on what Zeke thought of Cassidy's performance.
Wow, Cassidy, I was digging that vibe. I mean, the way that, your entire composition, right? Everything that you were doing, from, the chest rolls, the body rolls, and, all the different turns that you incorporated, everything worked so well with, pairing with that particular song choice. And, not only just that, but also the control that you showed when you were doing those, very intricate, those very fine detail movements like body rolls and whatnot. So really, really good awareness of, not just your song choice, but also, how you yourself have to be as flexible as you can be to make sure that you're fitting the song. And that was a great example of that in application right there. So the only thing that I would personally say is that, a couple of the body rolls and just like the waving elements of it got a little bit repetitive, and it definitely feels like if you're using that as a main kind of groove in your dance, that's perfectly fine, but you want to try and make a little bit more variance, or maybe even try and incorporate a little bit more of a tempo change with them, right? Like a tempo change where you can have one section of it being a little more fast and the next section being a little more slow. But overall, that was a really solid performance, Cassidy. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
And that wraps up the last dancer for our fursuit dance competition, coming to you again from Furnal Equinox Pixel Purrfect, our first ever and hopefully only virtual event that we'll have. I mean, as long as, we're all separated from each other, but next year, hopefully around this time, we'll all be together in a big ballroom in downtown Toronto. Now, before we close off and go to our top 3 for this event, I'd like to acknowledge a couple of teams that, without them, we would not have anywhere close to this event that we're having right now. And I know that you'll appreciate these people just as much as I do, especially because you've been having fun all weekend long so far, and we wouldn't be able to do that without them. So, first, I'd love to acknowledge the streaming and AV team that is behind this broadcast that you're watching right now, and behind all of the events that are being streamed right now on virtual Furnal Equinox Pixel Purrfect. So, everybody, some very polite, very well-mannered golf claps for them. But no, seriously, send them your appreciation. If you know who they are, send them your love. If you don't know who they are, it's okay. Just make some noise. Make sure that you make them know that you appreciate them as much as I do. All right, the second group of people I want to make sure that I acknowledge are the judges that we have for this event. And it's not easy being a judge. I've been a judge many times before at different dance competitions, and it is a difficult job because you gotta know what to look out for. You gotta keep 100% focused on those dancers, and it's even more difficult when we're all spread out like this. But again, we'll be back together soon. But until then, I appreciate our judges so much for volunteering their time, their efforts, and being able to provide something back to the dancing community. And thirdly, I'd like to thank the dancers one more time for coming out, because without them, we wouldn't even have a show. We would just be, watching me probably flail around for 2 hours, and I don't think anyone wants to see that. I mean, at least not me. And I do hope that one thing that if you take away from this dance competition, especially as a new dancer, is that you get inspired to one day join a dance competition at a convention, whether it's in person or online, as it's a great way to express yourself, get your name and character out there, and have some fun, right? At the end of the day, it's all about having fun. All right, well, let's see if our judges have anything to say in terms of their experience and what they saw overall in this competition. So, judges, you got anything you want to add before we go to our top three?
Oh my gosh, I absolutely loved seeing everybody coming out to this virtual dance competition since we can't be together, but at the same time, we have so many folks that, are just willing to take the time out of their day, out of many days, and, out of their busy schedules and, either be a part of the competition itself or help set up the competition. And I want to hear everybody in the chat right now or in the world, wherever you're watching this from. I want you to give a round of applause, give some virtual high fives, some virtual 6 feet apart hugs. I want you to show some love to everybody that was involved in making this competition and this whole virtual event happen, because honestly, those people never get enough love. The people that made the world that you're watching this in right now, or, people that are watching the live stream and managing the live stream, making sure you have things to watch, and people that put all the programming together and put the website up, all of those people, you gotta show them some love. So make sure, if you can, please, 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 go and say thank you to every single one of those staff and volunteers. So, other than that, the whole competition, I love seeing new talent. I love seeing returning talent. And hopefully this time next year, we can see all of this talent, but in person and on stage at Furnal Equinox 2022. And I'll probably be there as well in some capacity. But other than that, though, until we see each other again, everybody, I hope you stay safe. I hope you keep on practicing. And I hope that you all remember to take care of each other, because that's what we're here for, right? So, yeah, that's my closing thoughts on this, and I don't know, if I'm done here, can I go take a nap? Please, I really want to go take a nap. Can I just fall asleep right here on camera? No? All right. Well, how about you go back to your view? Okay, you put the other guy on, and I can go take a nap, because I'm tired, and hyenas need their naps. All right. Bye, everybody.
All right, thank you so much again, judges, for both your insights tonight during the performances, as well as your support for the dancer fur community overall here at Furnal Equinox. Now, there's only one thing left to do, and that's to reveal who our top 3 winners are for this year's competition. And as much as I'd like to say everybody's a winner when they come on stage, which they are, I still believe that, there can only be 3 of the top 3. Yeah, because it works that way. That's why it's a top 3 and not a top 1. But nevertheless, we're going to get onto our top 3 placements now for tonight's online dance competition. So, in 3rd place, let me get a drum roll here in chat. In VR world, come on, let's hear those drums. Let's hear those fingers. Let's hear those pobs. Make sure that you're not breaking your trackers. In 3rd place, it is none other than Ray Blyes. Ray Blyes, a very polite, very gentleman-like golf clap for you, because, we don't want to blow everybody's ears out when I clap into my microphone, but congratulations to Ray Blyes on your 3rd place placement. So, yeah, congratulations and wonderful job again. Now, for 2nd place, we also had a very, very amazingly close call between 3rd and 2nd, but the 2nd place performer edged out the 3rd by just a little bit, which shows just how talented this competition is and just how skilled the dancing pool is overall. So, one more time, let's get a little drum roll, please. Get those paws together, get those fingers, get those trackers hopefully not smashed together if you're using a tracking set. 2nd place, we have Kona. Congratulations to Kona for placing 2nd, and I hope that you are extremely proud of yourself, Kona, because, again, I have seen Kona and Kona's other characters perform at many, many dance competitions, and this is a very well-deserved 2nd place. So congratulations to you, Kona. There's your very polite, non-mic exploding golf clap for you right there. Congratulations. And, well, finally, there's only one thing left to do, which is announce our 1st place winner. So, one more time, everybody. Let's get those drum rolls going. in first place, the winner of our very first online fursuit dance competition here at Furnal Equinox, Pixel Purrfect. Give it up for Yuki. Congratulations to Yuki, and oh my goodness, a very, very big round of applause. I'm going to do a golf clap again because I don't want to blow anyone's mic out or ears out, but congratulations. Congratulations to Yuki, and I really hope that you take this win to heart and use it just as further motivation so that you can, continue just pushing. And Yuki, for you especially, I know that you're a dancer that takes all feedback and all sources of motivations to heart, and I cannot wait to see what you have in store for us for next time. But speaking of next time, until we see each other again, whether in person, whether in Toronto or anywhere else, I hope that all of you can stay safe, continue to practice social distancing, continue to practice health guidelines so that we can see each other in person next time. But until then, I hope you all enjoyed the show, and I hope you keep on enjoying your weekend here with us at Furnal Equinox Pixel Purrfect. And coming up after this is our Zephyr acoustic concert with some of our own homegrown local musicians, the Toronto group named Zephyr, featuring Clumsy Lion and Cobalt Dragon, along with some other performers that may be on stage with them. I'm not entirely sure, but regardless, it is a wonderful time. They are very talented musicians, and I highly doubt you go and check them out. So stick around, and until, again, we see each other next time, stay safe, stay awesome, and of course, always support your local furry convention. Bye, everyone.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back.
Welcome back, everybody. Indeed, welcome back to virtual Furnal Equinox Pixel Purrfect with the real Ronnie Noodles. I don't know who that guy was that was talking on stream the entire time. I mean, if you saw that guy that was up there, he was kind of sus. He didn't really look noodly. He was like kind of just.
It's just a different Ronnie Noodles. It's a coincidence.
Oh, really? Oh, so there's like two
relation.
Ronnie Noodles? So do we have to like
Yeah.
fight for dominance now? Because, that's
You
just how it
can.
works. Yeah, I guess I'll just have to challenge that Ronnie to like a dance off at some point, because he was hosting the dance competition, and I was sitting here pretending to dance in my mind, but at the same time, it's I guess I'm just enjoying the convention. I'm not trying to do all the crazy fursuit dancing with all those talented fursuit dancers, and just be as talented as they are. I like just being a noodle and talking to a camera. So, with that being said, we'd like to congratulate the three winners, or at least the top three placements again of the dance competition, as you may have heard just now. So we had in third place, we had Ray Blythe, I believe. Third place, we had Ray Blythe. In second place, we had Kona, and we had in first place, we had none other than Yuki. So yeah, I think those were the top three, and wonderful performances by everybody overall. So, everybody that saw the dance competition, if you've ever been, wondering whether I can do a dance competition at home or on stage, well, now you can do it both. So, we want to see everybody come out and try doing dance competitions at some point, or, things like the masquerade. If dancing isn't your thing, then we've also got the masquerade, which is happening tomorrow at 7:00, I believe, as well. And there's so many opportunities to showcase the the talent of this fandom. So, speaking of showcasing the talent of the fandom, I think our next program, which is happening, a little bit after this one, I think at 9 o'clock, we've got Zephyr, the local Toronto rock band, which is happening at 9 o'clock, and it's featuring a couple of our very own furries that are in that band. We've got Clumsy Lion, we've got Cobalt the Dragon, we've got Turi Shadow Scale. We got a couple of other people, I think. They're going to be putting on an acoustic concert performance, and you don't want to miss that if you're a fan of live music, live acoustic music, because that is something that, again, is homegrown talent, and I've listened to this group for many years now. I've gone to their live shows in Toronto. They've played at Furnal Equinox for several years. They've played at other venues like, for example, Anthrocon, at Midwest Fur Fest, and they've been making a lot of headway around the fandom. So definitely support your local artists, your local musicians and all that kind of stuff. And then after, we've got even more talent that we could show off, because we've got the dances that are happening after that live acoustic concert starting at 10 o'clock. And as I mentioned before, we've got local and international talent for our dances, starting off with Dodge Horse. Then after Dodge Horse, you've got yours truly. After yours truly, you've got Audie, and then you've got Beta Monkey. Oh, there's a little bit of jump there. And then after, you've got Raver Fox. And I'm still getting used to this whole VR thing. Don't mind me if I'm jumping for joy, because sometimes I just get so excited,
And it's a good time to tell everyone at home, you do not need VR to come play in VR chat. You can play it not in VR, on desktop. It's very easy. It's easy to get in. It's fun, and it's worth it. I was in a room party last night till 3 in the morning, and I had convinced myself that this was real life.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly have been feeling like this is a real convention. I'm sure everybody out there can, that has experienced this so far, whether in VR, equipment or even just on desktop, can attest to the fact that this feels like a real convention. And that just goes to show the kind of effort that has been put into this VR world, which, again, I can't stress it enough. The team behind this has been absolutely phenomenal with making us feel like we're in this amazing Furnal Equinox environment. Heck, even making us feel like we're in Toronto, for those of you that aren't in Toronto already. We've even got, a beautiful CN tower that's all lit up in synthwave over in the distance over there. And then you've got, a bunch of, high rises and buildings and stuff like that. And you've got dancing badge men that are over there, badge people. Right? Why is there a dancing badge person? Wait,
no,
what?
That's just Badgie. Badgie has been here all weekend.
That's Badgie? Oh my gosh. Is that the Badgie?
That is the Badgie. And if you want to learn more about Badgie, tune in tomorrow morning.
Oh my goodness. Badgie, the legendary Badgie? That's actually crazy. Badgie. Wow. I will definitely need to learn more about Badgie and what Badgie is up to, because I have not seen a Badgie. It's like running into a Mystigno if you've ever played Pokemon before.
Right.
That's basically what I'm looking at Badgie is. That's a Mystigno, and hopefully that does not wreck my VR equipment, but it's okay. I think we're all friends here. So, in terms of things going on, because I think the dance competition ended a little bit early. Cloud, how's your evening been so far?
My evening has been fantastic. I cannot believe how much fun I'm having. Everyone here is having a ton of fun with me. I can't stop talking about how much fun this con is, truly.
Yeah.
As soon as I take this headset off, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna tell people how much fun I'm having. And
but you're gonna go like there, like all the way to the moon?
Right there, to Toronto.
Right there? Oh, into Toronto. Oh, okay. Just make sure you don't jump off the railing into Toronto. That's not recommended.
Too.
Oh, you can go to the moon. Yeah, that is true. That's a secret. Yeah, that's a secret portal. We don't tell people how to get up to the moon. But you know what we can get up to the moon? Those charity donations.
Oh,
have you seen the numbers recently for the charity? Are we at 15,000 yet? I don't know.
We've been past 15,000 for hours.
Oh my goodness.
Hold on. If we point down like this, then someone will give us 15,000.
Someone will give us the bar.
What we said?
Something like that. We'll just point down until we can see it on our screen as well. Yeah, I mean, there's like a little 30, not a little, there's like a 30-second delay between us being filmed and what we see on our screen right now. It's kind of weird, but cool seeing ourselves on the screen.
See it.
There we go. What are we at? 15,313 Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know if everybody on my side as well can see it, but $15,313 for charity. That is absolutely amazing. And that is all donations. This is not, from us like just going out there and like stealing money or something like that. This is all out of the goodness of everybody's hearts.
Very
right?
little of it is stolen, I can assure you.
Yeah, no, I mean like 0%. That's very little, right? No, I mean for real though, every single dollar that you see up there are people just donating it when they sign up for this event, as well as when they contribute directly from the live stream link, right? Isn't that right?
That is right. And what do they get for that donation? What are we supporting here?
Yeah, they get first of all, they get huge major props from us because we love donations.
Here,
we love helping with charity.
Props right now.
Right? Let's give some props. There we go. Yeah, I don't want to break Retcon's camera. It's probably expensive. But along with those props, I think those that donate over $5 get a little special something, right?
I believe they get the supporter badge.
Yes, they get a supporter badge. They get to show off. Like Badgie, except not as badgified, but yeah, they get a supporter badge.
Yeah, and they get a VIP role in the Discord.
Yes, they get a VIP role in the Discord, and that VIP role allows them to be, well, guess what? A VIP!
Very important.
Who would have thought?
Very might be an understatement. These are EIPs. They are extremely important people.
That I would agree with for sure. Well, we are, again, trying to... I can't say we're trying to. We've already broken our stretch goal, but we are trying to raise as much as we can for our charity because just like a lot of other businesses and nonprofit organizations, Hobbit's Tea, has had a pretty rough year in terms of just trying to make things work with, less, support and, just not having the same kind of year that we would normally expect. So the more that we can help Hobbit's Tea and their mission to rescue all of our fuzzy friends around, the more that, our community can really shine during a time where there's not a lot of light that's being shown around right now. So keep it going. We've still got a full day of stuff. We've still got plenty of reasons, plenty of opportunities for people to show their charity, their charitable contributions. And we can't wait to see what kind of numbers we come up with by the end of tomorrow, around this time, probably.
Yeah.
So
even later, it's still pretty early. It's we're going
absolutely
well late into the night tonight, and then same tomorrow. I don't think we end until almost 1 a.m. tomorrow.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I mean, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to stay up until 1 a.m. tomorrow. I'm already feeling like all like worn out and stuff because of the fact that we're just all going so wild and so crazy and excited in here. And it's kind of like at Sunday where you see, people in the lobby of a convention hotel, and you can tell the ones that have been literally staying up all night and haven't slept. That's going to be me tomorrow.
Yeah, that's also going to be me tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. But, it's going to be worth it because, whatever we can do to not only, again, help charity, but also help keep this community together and just create this experience and continue creating these experiences, that's all worth it because we don't run this, virtual event for no reason. We run it for all of you out there. Every single one of you out there. This is why we do it.
You.
Every single one of you. I'm going to give you two finger pointer guns. There we go. All of you out there, all of you are what we do it for. So continue enjoying your, evening and all that kind of stuff. And like I mentioned before, don't forget to show us what your experience is like so far. We want to see everything happening from your point of view. So make sure that you share all of your experiences, all of your adventures around all of our spaces on social media, on Discord, on all the platforms that we're involved in, and tag us using hashtag. Can I do a hashtag with my fingers? Let's see. There we go. Hashtag.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Hashtag FE Pixel Purrfect or just hashtag Furnal Equinox. So, I don't know. Do we need to cover for a little bit more? Let's see.
Let's walk over to the schedule and show people what's coming up. How about that?
Yeah, you know what? Let's go over one more time. Let's go over to the schedule one more time. So I'm gonna bring my crowd along. There we go. All right, let's show everybody what's happening.
We're here at Dance Comp, so you can see. We've got a. You're standing in front of it now. They can't see.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Is that better?
You come over here.
Okay. All right. I'll go over there. My camera work sucks.
For all the people at home, we are here. We have just finished Dance Comp, and we are waiting for the Zephyr acoustic performance. And then we've got a dance.
Turn my camera around.
And
There we go.
let me tell you that this dance bar is extremely misleading. It's this big, but it should be like this big. Because
It
that's gonna
should
go
be like
all the way till
super
2 in the
big.
morning. We are going straight to last call for all of those willing to stay up. And let me say, if it's anything like last night, it's going to be a wild ride. And then first thing tomorrow morning, we've got Badgeology, the deep lore, which of course
Badgeology.
is a very
Oh my
special
goodness, we're about to go deep into all of the badgy lore.
presentation. Deep
I
into
love
the
it.
Badgie lore. You definitely don't want to miss that. It's very exciting. I'm very excited.
Me too.
After that, we've got the out of the way isolation panel.
What is that all about?
I couldn't tell you, but I can tell you it's half an hour long and it's happening at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time tomorrow.
Okay. Well, that sounds like it's worth at least a watch for sure.
Yeah, you have to come and find out. That's the game here.
That's the mystery, exactly. We don't want to spoil all the fun.
We're gonna give you a title, and you want to see what it is. You have to show up. And I mean, a whole full day of stuff here. Truly.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, we've got some educational stuff, you've got some social stuff, and then you've got some tournaments as well. We've got like an Overwatch thingy happening at 6 p.m. hosted by Avalanche, right? And then also, like I mentioned earlier, you've got the Masquerade, one of our other marquee events here at Furnal Equinox as well. So there is an action-packed day ahead. And, you know, that's the thing is that it's an entire day. If y'all were tired tonight, you have to remember that there's tomorrow. You got to save some energy for tomorrow.
We got the Dead Dog Dance at 9 p.m.
The Dead Dog. Well, it's just a dance. We're not really calling it a dead dog.
I plan on being very dead for it.
Yeah, I think that is a fair assumption.
And again, you know, if we made this dance the right length, this thing would be far too tall for anyone to see what happened yesterday.
Yeah, we'd have to make this like freaking like Godzilla height, you know?
9 p.m. and we are going to go straight through till, I believe, 1 a.m. And really, I think, what is a furry con if not a place to party at 1 a.m. on a Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, some people would argue FurryCon is definitely, you know, opposite of staying up till 1 a.m. They would want to get their sleep so they can, like, do important stuff the next day. But for all of you out there, we want you all to enjoy all of this wonderful programming that is being put on for you at Pixel Purrfect. So remember, your schedule is not just here inside VR Chat. You can find the schedule on the website as well, virtual.furnalequinox.com, and you can find also other things as well. You can find the DJ list if you're wondering who's playing tonight. You can find information on dealers and what they're, you know, selling and where they're located. You can find all sorts of cool things on our website. Don't forget to use that if you're wondering where things are. Whew, all right. What other things should we remind them of?
We should remind our lovely fans here that the production people like to keep misspelling my name. They've been doing it all week, and I appreciate the love that they've taken the time to go.
Oh, thank you so much, production people, for misspelling Cloud's name.
To find a new misspelling every time is truly higher effort than just writing it as written.
Absolutely. You know, it's it's artistic
freedom. In the control room. I know you guys are working really hard, or at least you should be. I don't know. I'm here in VR Chat. I don't know what you guys are doing.
It's okay, Cloud. It's okay. You're just you're our video kitty. It's okay.
It's not me. Yeah. What else? What have you been doing?
What have I been doing? Well, I actually just had myself a viewing of the dance competition. I mean, I don't know about you, like you in particular, or Retcon, but I had myself like a nice, comfy viewing session of the dance competition because I'm a big fan of that. I don't know about the imposter Ronnie that was on the screen, but I enjoyed being here with a bunch of people that I had actually tuning in with me on streams. And, you know, actually, that's actually something that I want to shout out really quickly is shout out to all the people that are broadcasting their perspectives too. You know how I mentioned sharing, you know, people's experiences and adventures and all that? For all of those out there that are streaming, we want to know, we want to see them. We want to see these streams as well. We want you to show everybody just how amazing this world is. Bring in your communities. We want everybody to experience Furnal Equinox. So, you know, if you're out there and you're showing off this world on your live streams or whatnot, awesome job. 2 thumbs up to you because we want your support in terms of making this world filled with all of the furry community. So, Yeah, that's what I was doing. And, I'm probably going to be wandering around a little bit more tonight before my dance set again. So I hope I see everybody there. Shameless self-promotion, but I hope I see everybody there. And, for actually, this is a good reminder, too, is, last night, of course, as some of you may have noticed, the dance world, we're getting a little bit full. And, some people had a little bit of trouble getting into the dance world. But what we do want to promote, actually, and I remember this because I was talking to Iggly about it, is you can actually start going into your own instances of the dance world if you want to open up your own world. So how you do that, for those of you that are on the Discord as well as VR chat, is in the Discord, there is a channel that should be called VR Worlds under convention information. And through that channel you'll be able to find a link to summon your own instance of the dance floor. And that way you can have your own instance with your friends, and you can basically have it not filled with so many people that you can't even access the dance floor. So if you again want to have your own little dance party in our FE world that we've built just for you, that is how you do it. Make sure you check out that channel on Discord and show us again all the dancing that you would be doing all night long.
Yeah.
Whew, I've been talking a lot. So
yeah, no, it's wild. So
all
I
right,
guess we're gonna cut the break now, and
sounds
coming
good.
after that is, of course, so if we can check our handy dandy schedule here, we have the Zephyr acoustic performance, and then stay tuned after that because we have just under 5 hours of dancing going on, and I can't say enough. Like, this feels like a real furrycon. I feel like I'm really dancing. I feel like I'm really there.
I feel like I'm a real noodle. That's the best part. I'm a real noodle.
Here.
You're a real tiger.
I'm a real tiger.
Exactly. All right. Well, we will see you all. But for now, enjoy Zephyr live acoustic concert coming at you from Furnal Equinox Pixel Purrfect. And we will catch you after that.
Wow, Dodge. Looks like we have a lot of extra cash since we haven't been traveling much. What do you think we should do with it?
Oh yeah, Ryan, that's true. Oh, I know. Let's donate to FE's charity, Hobbesty Wildlife Refuge.
Hobbesty Wildlife Refuge? That sounds like a great idea. What do they do?
Well, let me tell you. Hobbesty Wildlife Refuge helps rehabilitate sick, injured, and orphaned wild animals. They're currently working on something called Project Bird Feeder, which is to raise money to build bird feeders at long-term care homes. This not only will help provide birds with food and shelter, but will also provide a source of entertainment and brighten the daily lives of the residents who can enjoy some bird watching. Long-term care facilities have been some of the hardest places impacted by the pandemic, and this could help make their day a bit better. And that's why I think we should donate.
Wow, that sounds awesome. What a great way to give back to the community and help out others in need.
And our feathered friends too. We hope that you have yourselves a great time at FE's Pixel Purrfect. Mwah!